Welcome to Scrum Masters Elite_UK. The analysis of Jamie Joseph and the race for the All Blacks head coach position is a lesson in patience, honesty, and wisdom in one's career. Subscribe to the channel to learn more about these values in sports and life.
Regarding the events surrounding Jamie Joseph and the race for the head coach position of the New Zealand rugby team, All Blacks, I can't help but reflect on the human, sports, and career elements within a high-pressure environment. This event is not only about Joseph but also reflects the challenges and difficult decisions that everyone in the sports industry faces. These kinds of stories help me draw deep lessons for myself and for sports enthusiasts or those searching for meaning in life. Jamie Joseph, head coach of the Highlanders, is a man of patience and respect for his profession. Despite ongoing speculation that he was a strong candidate to replace Scott Robertson, who was unexpectedly fired, Joseph maintained a quiet demeanor, staying focused on his current role. This not only shows professionalism but also how he handles challenges, steadfast and not rushing. 1. The confusion and difficulties of a coaching career. A sports coach's life is not just about moments of victory on the field, but also about stressful periods, sometimes pressured from all sides. The sudden firing of Scott Robertson was one of the events that made Jamie Joseph question the stability of a coaching career. However, he didn't let this distract him and continued focusing on his job with the Highlanders, showing remarkable professionalism. As I think about this, I realize that in any job, not just sports, volatility is inevitable. Sudden changes can happen at any time, and we can't control everything. However, what we can control is how we react to these changes. Like Joseph, instead of jumping into explanations or complaints, he chose a calm approach, focusing on what he could do best in the current circumstances.
2. A lesson in patience and sticking to principles. While fans and media buzzed about the possibility of Joseph replacing Robertson, he remained silent and focused solely on the upcoming match against the Crusaders on Friday. This patience can be seen as a testament to a principle in sports, and even in life. You don't always need to rush to meet others' expectations. This makes me think of moments in life when we often get caught up in speculation and the expectations of others. It's easy to be swept away by societal expectations or comparisons to others. But the important lesson I've learned from Joseph is to stick to my own principles, be patient with my own journey, and not feel the need to express what others expect. Only by focusing on what we can do best will we truly progress. 3. The importance of honesty and confidence in work. Another aspect I admire about Jamie Joseph is his honesty in how he approaches problems. When asked whether he was applying for the head coach position of the All Blacks, Joseph declined to provide details, simply stating that he was focused on his current job. For him, everything must be handled properly, without wasting time on unnecessary things. His humility and honesty highlight the qualities of a true leader, knowing what you're doing and why you're doing it. This lesson can be applied to all of us in work and life. Honesty is not just about saying what is true, but also about accepting reality and taking action based on what you have. In every situation, especially when making important decisions, confidence in yourself and honesty with yourself are key factors.
4. Career decisions and wisdom in choosing goals. When all eyes were on whether Jamie Joseph would become the All Blacks head coach, I also asked myself about career decisions. Would I choose to pursue a bigger opportunity before I was ready? Would I be able to withstand the pressure and the expectations of others? And if the opportunity didn't come, could I persist and keep trying without feeling like a failure? Joseph, although a prime candidate, did not rush. He understood that a sports career, like any other, doesn't always progress the way you want it to. Every opportunity is valuable and has its own timing, and we don't always have to chase after fame or goals that are beyond our reach. This made me realize that in life, we don't always need to seize everything immediately. Big decisions need to be made with self-awareness and thorough preparation. If we are not ready, sometimes it's better to pause and prepare for future opportunities. Finally, the story of Jamie Joseph and the race for the head coach position of the All Blacks is not just about one individual in sports but also a lesson in patience, honesty, and wisdom in making life choices. It makes me think about how I handle unexpected situations and how to maintain my identity in a world full of changes and challenges. For sports fans in general, this story is also proof that leaders are not just outstanding strategists on the field, but individuals with qualities we can learn from in everyday life. Let's learn from Jamie Joseph's calmness and perseverance, and always remember that sometimes silence and focusing on the current task are the right steps to take on the long journey ahead.
Jamie Joseph teaches us about patience, honesty, and preparation in our careers. Always focus on the present task and seize opportunities when ready. Thank you and see you again.